Hey guys, wanted to shoot a little intro before I take off and head up 11th hour. It's actually kind of hard to find. I'm in the truck right now, mainly because it's just motorcycles and that's all you hear is the sound of motorcycles, and it's kind of hard to actually do an intro that way. And not to mention we're right next to Spearfish Creek, which is just kind of loud. I mean, unless you like the noise of the water running, but it's just the motorcycles. I can't really speak over them. There's just so many of them, and they're pretty loud. But I'm at 11th hour. Descriptions are, if you're coming from Spearfish, right before mile marker 20, there's this little turn off. Right before, it's called Kissing Rocks. Two big gigantic boulders are pretty much touching in the middle of the creek. You'll see them. If you actually go past them, you've gone too far. That's a little turn off right before them. And if you're coming from like the Lee Deadwood area or the other direction, it's right after them. You can pull off, and then there's a little trail. There's no trailhead that doesn't really say anything, and it's just you'll see it when you come up to it, but it's kind of off the road, well hidden. So we're gonna take off and go climb 11th hour. See you in a bit. Woo-wee, almost fell over there, guys. There. This is awesome. Coming from way up there. Sound is awesome. I mean, besides the motorcycles, sound of falling water, the waterfall. This is pretty sweet, huh? This is an awesome area. You have little canyons like this. Go back quite a bit. All this feeds into Spearfish Canyon and the creek. Pretty sweet, huh, guys? There's motorcycles cruising on by. They're enjoying their ride, enjoying the scenery, while I get to enjoy this. So far we climbed from way down there to up here. There are two different sides to the 11th hour trail. And the reason they actually call it 11th hour is because of stuck in between two pretty narrow canyons where it only receives 1 hour of light per day. Well, direct sunlight. It's a trek, trust me. But like they always say, you know, anything worth having is worth the struggle. Brings me back to my childhood days when I used to go climbing all over the hills with my best friend. Oh! That was me slapping the rock as I slipped. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a drop. So, you know, if I had like my water shoes, I could probably just walk right up that path, which would be probably the easiest. Oh, I'm gonna put you guys down for a second while I climb up. It's not too terribly bad. I mean, I enjoy climbing. It's one of my things I would love to do is rock climb. Haven't got around to doing that yet. I want to sign up for some rock climbing classes and learn how to do it with ropes, and or just even like learning how to what do they call that? Bouldering? I do believe it is. Which is where they just kind of like free climb boulders and rocks and stuff. So yeah, there's an easier way to get to this one by taking, there's a path which I'll probably take on the way down. It goes down that direction. They meet up together and then they go down the hill. Oh, there's a woodpecker right there. Oh, Mr. Woodpecker. Just trying to get some grub and food out of that tree. But yeah, I was on the last trail, the 76 one, and or this, oh yeah, or 7th Cavalry one, and That was actually a pretty steep trail. Beautiful, beautiful sights once you got to the top of the hill. There's another woodpecker up on this tree. But yeah, this one follows the creek up the draw here. And that other trail had a little informational sign that had talked about all the little creeks and tributaries that feed into Spearfish Canyon and how they contribute. And oh, look, raspberries. There's a raspberry right there. Boop. There's raspberry bushes here. I think the deer probably got most of them. There's some up there actually. Some up there. They're growing. So if you're ever hungry and in dire need, you can always stop and grab a raspberry. Not like one raspberry is going to do much, but still. These little paths coming through here climb these rocks. So if you're really adventurous, this is probably the trail for you. You know, it's windy, up and down on the rocks, which is fun. I'm actually loving it. Oh wow. Looks like some part of this trail kind of leads up and around, but there's some down trees on this one. Whoa, yeah, these rocks have moss on them and are pretty slick. So if you bring boots or shoes with some really good grips, that would probably help. But this trail goes up and it pretty much dead ends. I think I said a mile to a mile and a half up this draw, and then it just kind of stops, and you can turn around and come back. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's not one of the best known trails. Only by locals, really. They do have it in that trail guide, so if you can actually find it, it's a fun little trail to walk. I like it. Like I said, it's kind of a, once you pick your path, it's really rocky, and you get to climb a little bit, which is kind of fun. So there's the original path. I didn't take that way because it's kind of blocked by some down trees. And you can hear in the background that sound is the motorcycles just kind of rolling through this canyon. It's just a constant rumble. Every now and then you get just a little break of silence, but I didn't have an intro to this one because, well, it's right next to the road, and there's just tons and tons of motorcycles going by, guys. It was actually kind of hard to film anything. I couldn't even hear myself talk. But as you can see, it kind of lives up to its name. The amount of sunlight this gets is very limited due to the the canyon and then the trees that cover the sides of it. I'm gonna keep going, keep trudging on the best I can, and go as far as I can go. I'll turn around and come back down. This is 11th Hour Trail in Spearfish Canyon. Second trail I'm doing today. Whoo-wee. But I'm gonna put you guys away. If I see anything cool or important, I'll bring you guys back out. If not, I'll catch you at the bottom of the trail. I'll do my outro there. And I'll see you guys in a bit. There we go. Hey guys. So I made it up towards the top. And there's a cave. I did not want to go inside the cave towards the top. Mainly because I think there was an animal in there. They actually heard my footsteps coming. And the branch snapped. And then I seen like the glowing of the eyes. So yeah, I'm heading back down the trail now. And there was really no path around that. It was just right up to that where the water was coming out. And yeah, that was kind of sketchy. I just didn't want to go in there. I'm not sure what type of animal might be living in that cave, or what type of person might be hiding in that cave, but I wouldn't recommend just going into caves that you don't really know. I didn't even understand that there was a cave back there. I mean, although now I'm heading back down, it's a little easier than heading up, crawling through all that stuff. I want to get back down to the bottom. I will bid you guys adieu, and we'll move on to the next video. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me over the motorcycles if they're going by at that moment. I'll try to go down the other side. It doesn't have the little waterfall on it. I seen that there was a trail that kind of led that direction, so maybe I'll try that one and see if that's a little easier, because the one I picked with the waterfall is a pretty good climb. It was rocky, and some of the rocks were kind of wet, so it was a little, I'd say it was a little more dangerous than I'd like to try to climb, especially with the camera, and I don't have the right shoes for that. I mean, I'm still looking at getting a pair of maybe hiking shoes or maybe a boot when I get paid, which will be next week. Maybe some ones that are like waterproof or something, where if I run into creeks or streams I can just kind of wade through them, because usually I wear my pants that have the zip off legs. Today I decided just to go with the shorts, which I'm not regretting. I mean, it's hot, extremely hot out, guys, and humid. I got my water with me. I'm running out of water now. This is my second trail, and but it is what it is. I'm gonna go up and around this big old rock. But yeah, this is Probably one of the cooler trails I've been on. Not very scenic as far as like outlooks go, as far as like photography goes, but definitely more adventurous and a lot more technical as far as like hiking. I wouldn't recommend bringing a dog on this one, that's for sure, unless you plan on having him pull you up the hill. But other than that, bird. I'm almost down to where I had originally crawled up. It's just down the hill, and when I get to the bottom, I'll do my outro, and I'll see you guys there. See you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm actually gonna go back down the trail that I should come up. It's the only one that I can find really, but I just wanted to come out here and kind of show you guys. There's the road, there's kissing, they call them kissing rocks, two big old boulders in the middle of the stream, and then of course you have the road comes from that direction, and the road comes from that direction. So there is a little parking spot just off the side, but you get beautiful views. But thank you guys for following my channel, signing up, subscribing, checking out my videos. Just drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the trails. Later.